Are you ready?
No.
Are you ready?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. Which at some point used to be the original location of Withensea's Mere before it drained into the sea. His plans were to take this small community and put it on the map.
And here we have
The hut. Okay, so I'm here at Bridlington Station filming and I've discovered some really cool stuff. For instance, I knew that some of the platforms had been kind of turned off. Turned off? That's a really silly way to put it. That's it. Across Springbank to here, where the line used to junction with the Beverley branch. I can't even talk. I literally can't even talk. What a stripped it. But George Hudson, having a vested interest, sat in on the committees to try and steer the line to link up with his own proposed lines from Scarborough to Bridlington. He was on the verge of releasing his breakthrough album.
You're doing a piece to camera in a train station, what are you gonna expect?
This is Paragon Station. Until 19...
What are you gonna do? It's a train station.
Rebuilding. And it's also down to the lack of that pressure out here in the countryside. There's no space, there's no pressure, there's no space. No, there's no pressure because there's loads of space. Loads of space. Space. In space, brilliant. Ready? And we are live. There's a large piece of railway history. Naturally, this is most likely due to the... Let me just turn my phone down.
I always left my phone turned.
That was you this time, Kate. Tiny fishing village that once fell into the sea, into a grand holiday resort. It worked for a very long time. Even today, in 2019, families come here from Leeds, Bradford, Wakefield. No, that's jank. I'll do that again. Good warm up, darling.
Mind your hands.
Like my hands. Okay. What am I talking about? It's one of those moments where words just disappeared out of my head. It's now a cycle path. And if you've got the stamina for it, you can hop on a bike and ride a cycle all the way along the route that the old trains used to follow. Me, however, I found it really difficult. What am I supposed to say here? Where am I again?
Get your script.
Who are you? And this is where the you would go. They get a fly.
That's one for the outtakes.
Yeah. The expense of this viaduct almost doubled the cost of the railway, taking it from £68,000 to £122,000. Now, in modern money, that's 8 million.
8.5.
So close.
You were so close, that was great.
And lastly, here we are at the old Hornsea town station. For many years, this place stood derelict and abandoned, overgrown, and then at some point in the 80s, possibly the early 90s, it was... don't scratch your face while you're in the middle of a fucking piece.
Also,
what are you doing, hands?
Also, it was definitely the 90s because I lived here.
Alright. Oh, you ready?
Yeah.
Should I just put on my whole person persona? Lastly, we come to Hornsea town station itself, the end point of the journey, the terminus of the station, and it's a station. What more do you want from me? A part of Hornsea's economy that also received something of a boom from the railway was its fishing industry. In 1851, there were only 3 fishermen living in Hornsea. By the 1890, let's try that one again. The station complex here takes elements from both small and large stations around it, places like Bridlington and Driffield, but also smaller places like Hutton Cranswick and Aram, and blends them together in a strange split personality that's reminiscent of the town itself. Village. They owned. They hoped that it would spark new life into Beverley's agricultural industries such as leatherwork and other stuff. Oh man, actually learn your lines, dude. They hoped that the railway would bring new life to Beverley's burgeoning industry. It's not burgeoning at this point, dude, stop. Beverley Station is one of the largest stations on this route, and probably one of the largest stations in the East Riding actually. It's one of the few stations in the region that actually has a full roof covering it. Even the walkway across the tracks, the bridge, it's a bridge, Jamie, that's what it's called. That train's brilliant. This station's been here for millions of years, and only now the light has started to reach my eyes. And here we wait, hoping to catch a glimpse of a wild Class 121 bubble car. A rare diesel multiple unit. There are only 14 of them left in the world. We happen to know that one is nesting somewhere around here. We found its droppings, but there are also the droppings of larger locomotives, and we can only hope that we are not too late, and that our poor, plucky 121 has not been devoured by one of these beasts. Long abandoned, frequently overgrown, handsome buildings like this one get bought by the private.
Quite the bit.
Hedden has that was a bit high. Hedden. So if we carry on up the embankment, which admittedly does sound like a bad carry-on film, we eventually will follow the track bed all the way. I can't talk, darling, this pressure. Another take, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. This is the site of the old Appleworth viaduct, known locally as 5 Arches because it had 5 arches. And I'm going to tell you the story of the